Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very pleased to announce that Bernard Hogan-Howe has been appointed as the next Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police. Bernard has an excellent track record as a tough, single-minded crime fighter. He showed that in his time as Chief Constable of Merseyside, and I'm sure he's going to bring those skills and that ability to fight crime to the Metropolitan Police here in London. I'm delighted that Bernard has taken on this post, and I'm sure that he is going to do excellent work for London and for Londoners, as I say, driving down crime, bringing that excellent experience that he has to bear to the metropolis. Bernard.
Thank you. Can I just add to what the Home Secretary said and say there was a very strong field today, but I think the Home Secretary and I will agree that Bernard's performance was outstanding, and he really commended himself above all by his relentless focus on building on the work of Sir Paul Stephenson and Tim Godwin in driving down crime. And Home Secretary has alluded to what happened in Merseyside, where crime came down by 40% in 3 years. And I know that it is that kind of approach that Londoners will want to see, and that Londoners will want to give their full support to achieving. And I'm sure that we in City Hall, everybody in the city, will wish Bernard very well indeed.
Home Secretary, Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, just to say first of all thank you for the great honour that I've received in terms of being selected as the Metropolitan Police Commissioner. Professionally, it's the highest accolade that any police officer could have. Secondly, I'd like to pay tribute to my predecessor, Sir Paul Stephenson, and the achievements that he made in his time here, including reducing crime. I also want to pay tribute to the other people who applied for this job, particularly to Tim Godwin, who over the last year has helped to keep the Metropolitan Police in a really clear and focused place. And finally, just to say a few words to the people of London, which is that I intend to lead the Met so that it makes criminals fear, that it keeps the trust of the public of London in the Metropolitan Police, and finally a Metropolitan Police that the Metropolitan Police officers and staff are proud of. And now I'd like to go in and start work, but particularly to remember that the idea is to make the criminals fear the police and what they're doing now, and make sure that they are stopped from committing crime and will reduce crime over the coming years. Thank you very much.
Commissioner, what's your priority? What's your priority, Commissioner?
I think the only final thing I'd say is to reiterate what I've said, which is that we're here to reduce crime. It's a very complex job policing London, and people will understand that, but my job in leaving the Met is to make sure that we get crime down, we arrest criminals, and that we support victims. That's exactly what we're paid to do, and that's what I intend we do.
Thank you.
Your choice as Commissioner.
I'm sorry?
Are we going to see a different approach from the people at the top?
I can make it no clearer than that I've just said, which is that we intend to fight crime, and that there are many things that we will do over the coming years. We'll work with anybody who's prepared to work with us. The people of London need to be reassured that you've got a Metropolitan Police that's going to look after them.
Thank
Commissioner,
you.
Will you unanimous choice, Johnson? Commissioner, will unanimous choice? Yes,
Completely, yes.
we were absolutely of one mind.
Commissioner, will you stand up for the independence of the police and of Scotland Yard?
Of course, the police officer here is to carry out his duty, and his report is accountable to the law. And that's what everybody expects, and that's what I will do. And of course, our job as the police is to work with the government and to work with locally elected politicians and make sure we deliver a public service that the public are proud of.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.